I'm Tyler Clark with Inspired by Tyler, and I'm a 3D mixed media hair artist. I add synthetic hair, fabric, and joy to my artwork to make it more realistic, and you can see in the piece behind me here. I went to school for math and mechanical engineering, and when I graduated, I actually got a corporate job in the aviation industry. And in 2020, when the pandemic started, people couldn't really travel that much, and so I left my corporate job and actually pursued art full-time. I was a full-time artist for 2.5 years, and in December, I made the decision to go back to corporate just so that I could get more stability in my life. For my corporate job, I'm in the aviation industry, and I help develop systems that are good for pricing and automation. So I have a pretty technical corporate job, and I work a lot with IT. I was initially interested in becoming an artist because painting made me happy. It was something that was therapeutic for me, and I loved to paint. And so when I was at Georgia Tech and transitioned there from Spelman College, the program was really rigorous, and I needed something to help me feel a little bit better. So I started to paint, and it was the moment when my friends started saying that they wanted to pay money for my artwork that I knew that I could do something with it. So when I graduated, I got my corporate job, but I also painted outside of work. So I was painting on the nights and weekends. So the 3D hair art idea came to me kind of randomly. I at first started off painting a lot of nature scenes, but I wanted something that could be more meaningful and stand out as my own style. So I decided to venture into painting faces. And one day I had the idea of adding hair to artwork. I had never seen it before. And I was like, well, might as well try it out and see how this could go. So I did, and I posted on social media, and it went viral. That's when I knew that I could create a name for myself in this particular lane. So the art that I create and the hairstyles that I add to my artwork, I could actually do on people. I actually used to style my little cousin's hair, my little sister's hair, and occasionally I would get paid to do hair when I was growing up and up through college. But ultimately, I'm not a hairstylist. I've never been to school for cosmetology or anything like that. And one of the reasons why I like doing it on art is because I can kind of take my time with it, and I get to determine if it looks nice, essentially. So as far as the pricing of my art, one of the first pieces that I ever sold was $25, and now my art can sell for thousands of dollars. So it kind of grows as you grow. When I first started, I didn't have, high price points because it didn't really make sense for me at the time. I was still building and developing as an artist and still getting my name out there. But the more opportunities that I had, the more people started collecting my artwork, the demand for my art went up, and so did the price as well. And it really has to do with people's willingness to pay, and then also, are you okay if it doesn't sell? So for me, I can sell my art at a higher price point, and if it doesn't sell, I have to be okay with that. But then when it does sell, it's great. I think you just have to start kind of where you're at, and it's really humble beginnings, and then you'll grow from there. And as far as teaching hair art, maybe I will one day in the future. At this time, I don't have plans to get into teaching this particular style of work, but I do paint and sip parties occasionally. And I do add like a little mixed media component to it, but I haven't done the hair parts. Thanks so much for inviting me, and I love that you all have been inspired by what I do. I love to paint, and keep being creative, keep being inspired. You got this. See you later.